What up, good people of the corner? You know who it is and what time it is. It's your main man. Say what you want, just spell my name right. I pronounce it Amon, again, A-M-O-N. We want to bring you a good time, learn something. Hopefully you laugh with us. We gonna just let this thing flow.
A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Now again, my name is Amon. I got something I want you to know.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Then, he's probably your favorite, man. My daughter said that he's the favorite. I don't know why or how, but hey, Sky's Big Stace. What up?
You better go somewhere with that black power shit. You know that shit gets no play in this ride.
Hey man, I thought we were the only ones that named our show. It's ironic. I just, everybody's naming their show now, just out of the blue.
You know, man, if you ain't first,
ironic,
baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely last.
Now we got my man out of Lane Tech.
You know it.
Fresh out the water.
You know it.
Party, baby.
You got to do certain shit. It's just enough that people know.
Sound like a step.
Go where I need to
He's
go.
saying all this.
If you push my
So
butt,
just say by any means
I make
necessary.
you stab you, choke you, bite you. I mean, whatever it takes to make a motherfucker stop existing.
Why can't you just get by any means necessary? I'm just.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
McKinney, do you think that's long or pause?
Hater.
Okay.
Let that man live, man.
I don't care what you or him
I was
think
just
about
asking.
Then we got my main man, my Mella. Bella Adedapo.
Salute, salute.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
All right, that's enough, man. I'm done introducing y'all, man. How y'all feeling?
Excuse me, I'm good. Amon, could you tell me what box I'm in, just in case I got to talk to somebody?
You are in the lower left.
Oh, so I wasn't last.
No.
No, you were.
No, you were, but I don't.
You were last, bro.
Yeah, you were definitely last.
Man, fuck all of you.
We had a whole 15-minute rundown before you got here, bro.
Oh no, because it's 6:15 now.
We were like at 5:50, 5:45.
I'm sorry, I just got off work. Might not be working there any much longer, but just got off work. Not fucked up at all. It's beautiful.
Okay, shit. As long as it's what you want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, out of the restaurant business, I go.
That's what's up, man. That is definitely what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and speak it into existence for you, brother. You know, I want to tell you congratulations already.
Thank you, Jesus.
You know,
you will work us.
That's fucked up, man.
I'm not trying to be bossy. You ain't gonna do this to me this week. Okay? Look at the
Hey, dog, it's funny to me because I make church jokes all the time, dog. That's why it's funny to me.
They're all gonna bring us some. Yeah, I ain't gonna. Nope.
Oh,
I haven't been like out with your girl or your guy or whoever, and one of them people like that Mike Epps arm. Y'all don't know that Mike Epps arm, the arm that's swing. You don't know that? Is it's always like this?
Nah.
Okay.
You making this shit up, bro?
No.
Okay.
Y'all ain't never seen a little arm man. He just got the one little arm.
Oh, I thought you said Mike Epps specifically.
Well, it was in his comedy. He would do it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you just.
talking about the baby arm from
the
little white dude. Now that shit.
Yeah. And you try not to look at your wife or whatever because you know one of y'all gonna make each other laugh. That's what a bossy tries to do to me on the show.
I'm just trying to make sure the Lakers won yesterday. They did.
Yes, they did. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers for winning the Bubble Championship.
Bubble chip, man.
Bubble chip.
That is so disrespectful.
It was weird watching it. Like, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to that squad, that staff, as the whole organization. I've been listening to a lot of different interviews, and I've been hearing players say they actually respected, and we actually touched on this either week before last week, that they respect the actual bubble championship because of how hard it is to lock in, right?
Yeah, bro. I agree, man. That was the first thing I
I
said.
never thought about it like that. You know what I mean?
I think we talked about it. Yeah, in depth last week about.
You did.
I'm sorry if I broke up. We talked about it in depth last week about how the difference helps and hurts with the Paul. I'm sorry, what's his name? PG-13 guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
He's so trash.
Fuck my coach daughter guy. The fuck my coach daughter.
Yeah,
brother.
that dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, Lakers did what they were supposed to do. A lot of people, including myself, I was turning it on and forgetting it was on, but still a fan. I'm glad that Kobe's wife had reached out and said some stuff, so everybody's happy. NBA season's over. I think I sent a message out last week because you know how you get those memories. I was in the motherfucking media day at this time last year. Season's supposed to start, and it's just now ending.
Preseason
So
right now. Yep.
yeah,
That's wild.
So Adam Silver already said the season is not starting in December. So I just got a message. Pardon the flex. I just got a message from the Bulls media today that they fired the entire coaching staff that was there. Clearly, so Billy Donovan's bringing in his people, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, Bron James.
I'll say this though, man. I mean,
exactly. They still got them bums.
Right. First
Otto Porter.
I got to shout out Anthony Davis. Shout out Anthony Davis, Chicago brother, man. Perspectives, man. Salute to you and that family. Very happy that you got your trophy as just due.
Horton Tucker.
Horton Tucker.
He should have gotten the MVP of the finals, but that's a different conversation.
You say he should have got it?
I think Anthony
Crazy
Davis
as hell.
Yeah, but that's cool.
man.
I'm not having any more basketball fights on this show.
Nope.
But
I will say,
no, LeBron James.
It was the wackest game of the whole bubble, though. Like it was the worst game to watch.
Yeah, Miami kind of
game. Bubble chip. The whole thing was a destroying.
You think about it, Kende. Think about it, bro. It took Jimmy Butler two of the games of his life, and the second game he had of his life, Duncan Robinson had to have a 7 for 13 from 3-point line shooting night for them to win that bad boy by 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it's going to be for the rest of all these dudes' careers until something happens. AD already said last night that he doesn't know. He has a ring. A lot of dudes are like Kevin Durant, where they feel like, all right, I won a ring, but did I win a ring? So don't be surprised if he leave. He might come home. We don't know. But everybody that wins these rings, it's not the best feeling, because everybody would have said, oh, Kevin Durant can just keep winning. He went to Brooklyn with Kyrie. That's a more serviceable, appreciative win with Kyrie than the Splash Brothers. So don't be surprised if AD bounce.
Hey, for the East, though,
I think him and LeBron
is stacked, though.
What'd you say? What'd you say? The bench, what?
I say for an Eastern Conference team, Brooklyn is kind of stacked.
Who else they got?
So him
I forgot. Oh, yeah. But a lot of those dudes are free agents, bro.
So we got to see what happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of them, like Dinwiddie already said he might leave, that he want to leave.
I think Anthony Davis and LeBron very much so want to cement. One, I think LeBron wants to retire a Laker, no question. Two, I think that AD and his relationship with LeBron, like they come into that conversation of Kobe, Shaq, Dr. J, Magic. I mean, not Dr. J, Kareem Abdul.
Dynamic duo, not work put in.
I think that Anthony Davis, and I really do believe that Anthony Davis and LeBron are really tight. I really do think that those dudes are really kind of closely connected on the court and off the court. So yeah, I'm willing to beg that AD stays.
I think LeBron is just staying until Bronny graduates somehow, some way. Man, there's people saying it's a damn conspiracy theory that he did the weed thing to scare teams off so he can go to the Lakers.
No, I'll
tell you
something.
Bring him
up.
Huh?
I was just going to bring Bronny up, bro.
Yeah, Kobe did the same shit. Okay. Kobe did not want to go anywhere but the Lakers.
But the league.
Yep. And Kobe went to the Lakers. So if LeBron wants his son on the Lakers, that's where LeBron's son will go.
Did you hear how he thanked Jeannie Buss? Like the way he thanked Jeannie Buss made it seem like he was in the voting room. Like Bron definitely gets a vote.
Jeannie likes her, you know.
Yeah, Jeannie has big titties. She has big titties too.
I didn't say that.
I did.
But yeah, the Lakers did well. I didn't want to cut. What was you gonna say about Bronny? How same thing?
I wonder if he really scared, about Pops coming home for doing that bullshit. But you hit it from a different angle, Pops.
Yeah.
Also, last week's episode we talked about Scarface. We're still wishing him well. You go check that out. We also got into briefly, because this is not a political podcast, but definitely get out and vote. Vote on a local level is definitely necessary to do that.
Yes, indeed.
Guys really want to see change, so go check out episode 14. And I'm definitely not going to make this a long, drawn-out conversation. The Bears, I don't even remember what happened, but I guess they did okay.
They won, Muff. You don't got to make it long, drawn out. They won, and they're winning this week.
Hey,
fuck you mean?
What I don't understand.
Hating that.
I don't remember what happened.
So beyond that, go ahead.
That was the best part of yesterday, besides the Lakers winning, with the Bears not playing. Beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely. So also we got into raising the adolescent child, male or female, from the ages of 13 to 18, and actually not raising, but only living with the father through those pivotal years. These brothers definitely had some real things to say, so I want y'all to check that out. If you're lucky enough to have a mother that's willing to let that happen, I think you should take advantage of that and take the challenge and be a full-time father. So, and then Dion and McKinday. No, hold on, brother. I have to say this.
Keep going, bro.
No, don't do that.
Me and McKinday already.
You and McKinday had a moment, right? We were talking about cooking, okay?
Have some class, man.
Just go listen to it. This is all I actually do. I don't want to even start that shit right now because we haven't even gotten.
Name of the show is Big Beef, okay? We were talking about cuts of meat and how to eat them and how to pair them with your wine. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
That myself.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's go. New show ready to go.
That's your recap. All right.
Hey, today though. We going. It's today the first time it's not Columbus Day. It's National Indigenous People Day.
I think so.
This is the first time for that.
First time it's officially
Hey, man.
National Indigenous Peoples Day.
This nigga Bossy's a fucking historian. Hey, by the way, this awareness on this day was
gonna say that is
the first chicken wing.
It is though, man.
That is
chicken, dog. My shit.
Did y'all know the first chicken wing with buffalo sauce was eaten
good.
Tonight at 7, 32 years ago?
What restaurant though? That's what I would ask.
Uncle Remus.
Wasn't chicken wings in no restaurant.
Uncle Remus.
That wasn't no restaurant thing. That was a backyard thing. I'm sure. The first chicken wing.
Yeah.
Yard bird.
I don't do no Uncle Remus, bro.
I damn near want to Google it now.
But look,
I'll sleep on Leon's, bro.
First restaurant with
Buffalo, right? You sleep. You had Leon's?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Inglewood, not that Archer shit.
No, I wasn't on Archer.
Talk about Inglewood, sweaty, wet bag, mild sauce.
It wasn't my cup of tea.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't
knocking it.
I wasn't mad at it.
That's the beauty of Chicago, though, man. You got several different.
You're a Coleman's, Uncle Remus, West Sider.
No, I fuck with Coleman's though.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, West Side.
I think his entire family does. I remember Rod, man. We would go there 2 to 3 times a day.
See,
my problem with Harold's and shit is like all of them not the same. Some of them are really good. Some of them are really bad.
Trash.
Like, damn.
Yeah,
the one on Madison should burn. Shit's terrible.
The one in Hyde Park is just disrespectful. It's just disrespectful.
Yeah. They get cocky, bro. They think because they got that name out, they can serve bullshit.
But it's true though. Like they actually have been in business for hella long, and they've been trash
for hella long.
So the name really is carrying the weight.
All synonymous name.
Can I drop this real quick? They have been in the last 10 years. There have been 57. I heard this on TV. 57 NBA Finals games. And LeBron been in 51 of them bitches.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Damn, dude.
I will say that.
He takes care of his body.
That dude's NBA Finals legacy is got to be the greatest of all time in the sense that, like, he's in the finals every year, no matter where he's at. And like, granted, he don't win them all.
Except for
But
when
nobody,
Kobe.
nobody has more appearances than LeBron James.
Yeah.
I get that, but for me, it's like getting to the championship and losing is almost. I mean, it is worse. Like, I don't want to continuously be the number one contender. Like, I want to be the fucking champion. Now
Well, he got 4 championships, and they like the motherfucker only lose.
4 out of 10, though, bro.
Yeah, percentage 40%, bro. Mike is 100. I don't want to.
Let me tell you something. But you know what another way to look at that is?
That boy, shut that shit up, boy. Yo, I love it though. It's cool.
Different era. But another way to look at that same thing is you have to beat me to win the championship. Like, you have to beat LeBron to win the final. You know what I'm saying? That's a substantial. That he's like the last monster in Mario Brothers that you.
Hey man, hey host, let's go. We got a long docket today.
No, we actually good.
Let's go.
Laker Nation is on the docket, so I'm.
I know we spoke them. I'm a Laker fan, buddy.
I mean, act like it then, bro.
I know it's just a bubble championship. You know, I'm just looking forward to the new season.
We finna go to the topics now.
Yeah. No. What's next?
No,
we got some quick hitters.
No, yeah, I mean, Laker Nation is a quick hit in itself. Abasi has the entire uniform on right now.
You got the shorts too?
I'm the guy you don't pick in the gym right now. I got all that shit on.
and he had the face mask on an actual live podcast.
Hey, before I forget, man, let's make sure we shout out our guy Q Billah if we haven't already. That Only in America video is still popping right now. Hot shit.
Yes, indeed.
That's a great
creative genius.
Actually, I sent Abasi the link. I was just now getting around to listening to his new project, Escape from Chirac. I have to say, my brother, by far his best work. So if you're in tune with Q Billah, if you're not, just Google search him, QUEBILL.
You finally got the album?
Yeah, I got that.
Not only did he finally get it, wait, Dion. He definitely waited until it was available for the freezy before he got it.
He ain't buy it.
But it's so funny to hear you say that because I was a part of the original conversations when Q was telling you this was his best work ever, and you scoffed at him. You scoffed.
That's what Amon does. He scoffs at shit.
Oh, Amon, yeah.
Amon,
like I bought that shit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm.
Can I ask you something? Like, when your guy or your friend is selling, and I'm with you on a few things with that because I've had issues with people working in the bar industry. I'm sure McKinley has had the same situation where he's hooked people up, and you probably didn't even go back for some, but they just didn't understand reciprocate. So do you think that you as a friend should not have to pay or pay the full price for something because you're his guy or you've done for him before?
Are we speaking about him directly or just?
I'm just in general because I feel there's like two parts of it for me, but you can go ahead.
I would say, and again, not speaking about him in general, speaking in general, if I've supported you in more ways than probably more people even know.
Support meaning what? Like, yay, or like?
No, he's saying more
boots on the ground type shit.
Boots on the ground out here in the field.
I'm just asking. I want to make sure you get his point across.
Out here in the field with you, making money with you. We have a business. I mean, there's just some things I'm just not going to do. Selling merch, whether it's CDs, T-shirts, hats.
You're saying that's what you did.
I'm saying again, not talking.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're talking about him. I'm saying, is that what you're saying you've done before? Okay.
My time is valuable just like someone else's, right? So if I'm investing in you and what you're doing, my time is just as valuable and treated as such, right? I think the issue comes in when someone maybe takes what you've done for granted and maybe they don't feel that you've done as much as you feel you have done. Now there's a total miscommunication. And then that's when you have to I got to go to Statman that has the receipts.
So my question is, do you feel, and I'm going to go straight to that, do you feel like if a CD, or if a download nowadays is $20, you feel that everything that you've done should not warrant you to pay the 20 or anything, or just the 20 and it should be 10, or how? What is your thought?
No, I'm not paying for that
At
I
all.
think it's case by case though, Dion. Like honestly.
Oh, it's definitely case by case for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's different nuances and levels to each of those kind of aspects, right? Barring all of this particular non-itemized discussion for the podcast,
Yeah.
I will say I agree. The project was dope, and that video definitely brought together something that you hear when you hear an artist or a homie or a friend talk about a vision they have for something. And then months later or down the line, you actually get to see the vision come to place. That's something real.
I feel like I feel like I just got the shot. Non-itemized subject for the podcast. I just got that shit. That's funny. That's a good one. No, Q released his behind. No, I wanted to say something. You had released the behind the scenes, but this is my thing. Maybe a bossy could help me out. I'm gonna ask a question. If I'm a bar manager, restaurant manager,
right,
and you're my barber. Say you're my barber, and you bring your girl to a UFC or a boxing event. I take care of you, carte blanche.
Right.
You come late when the motherfucking main event start. Still got a table waiting while everybody looking at me crazy.
Your cut is free, fam. Your cut is free.
Yeah. Thank you, Abasi.
Your cut is free, bro.
Thank you, Man.
That's right.
I was gonna chime in.
How about you, McKinday?
Wait, what?
Wait.
I didn't hear the end of the question. All I heard was the scenario set up.
Hey.
What did you hear so far so I can help you?
I heard you say, I've been hooking you up. You came at the end, all that. Like, yeah.
All right, so you're my barber. Do I have to pay you still?
Oh,
I hook you and your girl up.
For your haircut. Maybe you give me one free one. I mean, that might be good for one freebie. You know what I'm saying? But also, in black culture, you don't change your barber. So part of your relationship with your barber is the pay transaction. My barber, I've had my barber since 2nd grade. I have never, not one time, not
unless you move.
Never offered to pay. Even when I moved, I grew braids when I moved.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, kid, that's a real conversation, though.
I paid $40 in Uber to go to my barber.
Oh, I got numerous reasons why you'll leave them.
I tell you what. Hey, my barber is not my son's barber, bro. My barber is not my son's barber. But like, I think I feel Amon on that though, pause. I feel Amon, Joe, because if I'm here working with you, outside in the cold, in the rain, traveling with you, and your hype, man, I'm doing this, doing that. I'm not buying this CD, bro. I'm not buying the project. Give it to me. Matter of fact, I probably was in the studio with you, you know what I'm saying, we're doing some of the things and little input on it, listening to you. You can let me rock that for free. But I'm not knocking the opposite side of the coin that says, hey, man, you know what? It's still a business. I'm trying to make it. For sure. That dub would be real handy. Or I'll give it to you for the sawbuck. I'm with both sides, man. That's why it's like you and like Deanna McKinney was saying, it's situational specific.
Mine, you said specifically, no, your ass getting free cuts because your ass come every time and your girl getting taken.
Yeah.
That's your girl.
Different though.
Fam, yeah.
You're gonna get Christiana's every single time.
Okay. Common sense, bro.
That's a transaction. If it's known that, hey, I'm hooking you up every time you come here.
Yeah.
Then fuck it. I'm gonna go.
Kende, I'm not talking about one entrance. I'm talking about every motherfucking event. I am turning down tables for your ass.
Yep.
And you as the owner or a manager of a bar or an event, like you're giving away more than he is.
Yes.
Compare a bar tab to a haircut price.
Thank you.
I'm not disrespecting either one.
Even if I discounted it, is more.
And I don't think you get a process in your fucking head. That bar tab is a motherfucker.
Thank you.
Dion, I'm gonna look back. You gonna look back on this video and that last little yes.
You gonna look back, fam.
You not gonna.
Why?
Your last yes.
Was it too feminine?
Did something with your hand.
Oh well, I don't know what that means. Hey, whatever they do with their hands, as we were talking about last week when Abasi said, "I'm looking at Dion's face." Now I'm looking at McKinday's face. What do you mean by that, McKinday?
You're gonna see it, buddy. You're gonna see it.
Let's move on.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
And again, look, no hate or malice on my man Q. That's still my brother for life.
No hate. That
And
was a
this
question.
conversation
The pod guy.
about him. You know what I mean? I actually text him and told him how much I love the project, and I'm kind of mad at myself that it took so long for me to get it. No matter whose issue it was.
That's what matters, man.
The shit is really dope.
No, it's a dope ass project, bro.
The way he did it, I hope it doesn't go over too many people's heads, but
I'm looking forward to him directing our commercial.
for sure. But that album to me could have made the movie way better. Escape from Chirac. There, what was the satire shit that?
The Spike Lee joint.
Chirac.
His album actually could have saved that movie. This last project.
That's actually not a bad idea. That would have been a good.
I was surprised that Spike didn't go more into the Chicago roots for that movie.
I heard that it was more about the fact that he was concerned that the Chicago roots were too many more drill rap kind of bass, and like the majors, like the Commons, who are already working on the project, they weren't willing to do music. They're trying to get their executive vice producer, credentials on.
Yep, and now look at it.
Oh yeah. It's actually still popular. Like, people in Chicago fucking hate it, but everywhere else I go, people love it.
They love drill music.
No, he's talking about Chirac.
No, I'm talking about Chirac.
Oh, the movie?
Movie is doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
The music.
Even Nick Cannon said it was dookie.
We vouch for Nick Cannon's musical opinion? That's new.
No, his movie, he was in it. He was the actor.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even bother to watch that shit, bro. I'm like, I'm cool.
I couldn't get through 30 minutes.
That shit was trash. But anyways, I mean, shout out to you, Spike. You've done enough. I mean, you can't make every free throw, man. Sometimes you miss. It is what it is. Over the weekend, we had something terrible happen again to one of our black athletes, man. It was very reminiscent of my boy Paul George when he snapped his whole shit. If you saw it, it was pretty fucking gruesome. I don't know how it happened.
Using words.
But look, man. Gruesome's not a big word, bro. I can go.
That's good. No, I'm liking your upward movement in vocabulary.
It's like $9. It's pretty good.
It's probably on every ESPN title, but you used it.
I'm a walking lexicon. Don't do that.
Whoa, lexicon.
Wow.
What's that?
Let's go.
Good job, Amon.
How about that life? Anyway,
I'm sorry. Good job, Amon.
That was big.
Good job, Amon.
What?
Anyway, yeah. Hold on. Good catch.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Wasn't me.
So it wasn't me either.
All I said was lexicon is a big word.
No,
you said that was big. Like that.
Y'all are reaching hard, bro. Like
I never reach. I'm just vouching for my guys.
All right, so look, I think that actually that sucks for obviously the organization.
Don't worry, you'll do it again. Just
if I'm taking the positive out of this, I mean, at least he doesn't put himself in harm's way from some COVID shit. He can sit his ass and kick his
is
leg.
that leather, Kende? What kind of shirt is that, brother?
That is. See the glisten.
Boy, you over here showing out today.
Is that satin or leather?
Good, boy.
Okay, button to the top.
I'm fucking with you, Joe.
I was wondering why the screen was so high. He has a leather shirt on.
I ain't mad at him. That's the.
Was it rayon? Remember, that'll be for later. The rayon shirts. Mine's still looking for them.
All right.
They say move it along.
Yeah, please. So again,
leather shirt.
I didn't think we would see injury like that and
Wilson's
live on television. I mean,
it's still open.
It's not a whole lot to get into, man. Hopefully the brother recovers quickly. Do y'all even care?
Should have got his money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked. What did he get? 30?
Yeah, that's the.
Is that even
no,
guaranteed?
No,
part of it was.
If he gets franchise tag for next year, they have to pay him $31 million for 1 year.
Right.
It was 16, I think.
But he obviously was going to be a free agent. So if they don't tag him, then the question is, what teams out here if the teams are going to aim to trade him at a higher value? So Dallas, in a lot of ways, Dallas is going to sit this shit out. Dallas is going to sit this shit out to be like, well, let's see what the value of a DAK is while injured this year. You hear me? Like, basically Kevin Durant situation. Kevin Durant got a full contract knowing he's going to play next year. You know what I'm saying?
I think the tendon and the bone breaking in half is a little different. And Kevin Durant had already had 2 max deals. Dak was working his ass off to get the max. So,
Right.
and he's working for Jerry Jones and America's team.
Nah, I fucking hate Jerry Jones, man. I hate Jerry.
So
No, I feel bad for Dak more than anything, man. I feel like he
don't feel. I mean, I'm not hating. Don't feel too bad. The man is not broke.
No,
Not
he's
like
not
he was
gonna
making
be.
6
Somebody
figures.
gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, and he got 16 million this year. I just don't think it's about the money as much as I'm just sad that he couldn't do what he wanted to do, which is win. That's it.
Himself. He wants to bet on himself.
Not about just money, man.
Yeah, no.
He was trying to prove people wrong.
Yep.
And then he was gonna be at the table and say, "Fuck you, Jerry. I'm finna head my ass over to the wherever,
anywhere
in Chicago, but they ain't paying money
Carolina
to get the money I'm supposed to get." That's why I'm so happy for Cam when he get back, because Cam been killing. Cam will be undefeated right now after 1 play. So it sucks, but it's not about the money, bro.
It sounds like, Dion, you're speaking on one of my favorite points to discuss. It's just Black excellence, right?
Yeah.
And
talked about it.
This week in Black excellence, man, I got to shout out Killer Mike. The man founded his own bank, man. Him and 2 partners, man.
Good business.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not even going to be open and available until January, and they've already got tens upon tens of thousands of people trying to get in the bank and get an account, and they're taking up that app space, and also giving loans, okay, to your Black and Latino families or small businesses that need it and can't get it at your big banks.
Look, I'm gonna sum this one up. One statement succinct. There are a handful of people in the Black entertainment community that are 100%, 1,000%, every blood, sweat, and tear about the Black community. Killer Mike is maybe number 1 or number 2 on that list. And this is just another example of him practicing what he preaches. And if more of these rappers out here, because you hear him in interviews. In interviews, they all about uplifting people. Let's get everybody together, you know what I'm saying? It's about us watch win. But in they shit, in they music, it's the reverse message, right? Killer Mike is one of the very few who every word that you've ever heard him say out loud, he puts the rubber to the road, he puts the shit together, and he actually accomplishes and does exactly what the hell he said he's gonna do.
Yeah, that's dope.
Let me add to that just so you guys can look this up and try to get you an account. It's called Greenwood, okay? Just Google search Greenwood. If you want to put in his name, Killer Mike, you can come up with, you'll find this. Greenwood Bank founders are Killer Mike, the former Atlanta mayor, what is his name? Andrew Young. And,
yeah,
he's a hard one for you. Andrew Young.
Well, Andrew's a huge figure in American political history.
Okay.
Like,
huge. That's Black excellence across the board. Linked up with 2 more powerful brothers, and they're making this thing happen, man. So y'all look out for that. And if
I was very interested in getting to the last quick hit. There's an Avengers 5. I thought there were only 3 so far.
Well, from again, research that I've seen, that's I guess when they were going to reintroduce him again was supposed to be Avengers 5. Okay. They're also at this point talking about replacing him. But then in another
reintroduce who again?
Black Panther. Read the topics, buddy. Black Panther.
Yeah, Black.
I'm not a comic book dude, man. It was never me, bro.
It's cool. It's a movie, but it's cool. They were talking about bringing Michael.
Comic books, Dion.
Yeah, so is the Incredible Hulk. You didn't watch that?
I didn't say I didn't watch them. I just said I'm not a big comic book person, which is where the impetus and the motivation for these movies come from.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Michael B. Jordan, they were talking about bringing his character back or just replacing Black Panther with him because he's dead. So he played the fuck out of that role. And Michael B. Jordan is that dude. So hopefully they do correctly, which Marvel has been doing well
the other
with
thing
their choices. So
the other thing is this. I also read another article that they were just thinking about doing a CGI of T'Challa, okay? And then somehow, I guess, killing him off and bringing his sister in as the new Black Panther.
One
Makes
that
more
wouldn't be
sense to
hard.
me.
That wouldn't be hard though. They wouldn't even have to do CGI. You know why? Because they have a gang of fucking footage that they never used for the movie. They could literally take pieces from that footage and use that actual footage just
And
to
knowing
keep that
him,
storyline closed.
he's known for what, 3 years. Knowing him, he probably already has something
Exactly, shit.
set up.
Exactly.
Knew he was gone, so I wouldn't be surprised knowing him and Marvel, the combination that they had, that they
already had.
made
They was
something
shooting that
happen.
shit too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's dope. Comic book, movie, whatever. I just thought that him as a, like I said before, Chadwick was the man. He played a lot of our legends. He, like, it was a tough loss, but I know he did what he had to do.
On some real shit.
So
On some real shit. People say this all the time about historic figures, like when Martin Luther King died, Malcolm X said, like, man, you'll never forget where you was when you found out. Chadwick Boseman, believe it or not, is one of those moments for me.
What did that for
I
you?
will never forget the minute I found out that he had died. Because it was so shocking, just because it took me so far off and outside. Like, so that's one of the first ones I can say for sure.
yeah,
I will never forget
nothing.
what I did.
That was huge for me, but nothing's gonna change when I found out about Kobe. Never.
Man, you know what?
I'm with you on that one too. Yeah, I mean that's definitely in there.
That was a shock.
I didn't believe, like, I literally saw it, and I still didn't believe that shit. For a good 5 hours, I was like, oh yeah, get the fuck. I was lost.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it one better. In my opinion, for me, that moment was when Tupac got shot the second time. I remember where I was, and I couldn't believe it. But you're like, hey man, he been shot before. He gonna bounce back. He gonna live.
Everybody thought he was gonna.
When 7 days passed and he died, man, I could not fucking believe it. I'm like, damn. But let me go back here though. If Michael B. Jordan takes over as Black Panther, there's one thing you can be certain of. He's gonna take his fucking shirt off. He always does that shit, bro. He loses his shirt somehow.
It's the tattoo. The tattoo situation. You got to show how many kills he got.
I couldn't believe
that's a necessary part of the storyline.
No, he talking about taking over for T'Challa, like me and that character.
Just like in Just Mercy, bro. In a movie about
great movie.
He
still,
took his fucking shirt off, bro.
He still fucking found a way. You're gonna wash this? What's the girl name? Captain Marvel. Hey, could you wash my shirt? What the fuck?
Like, come on,
why does nigga need to take his shirt off? And he didn't have no girl. I'm like, this dude living in his house with a white woman and a husband. He
stripping. You know what I'm saying?
Taking his shit off. My bad. Go ahead, man.
With the CGI, if they go that route of T'Challa, man, they'll have to do it correctly because people that love the cool comic book nerds and those that the avid moviegoers, man, we'll notice some shit like that. We'll notice bad CGI and we'll call that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So they got to get that right.
Hell yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. I was having a conversation the other.
Lakers won.
Yeah, they did. Shout out to Lakers.
My bad.
Lakers Nation. Let me ask y'all this though. Now that we are, I guess, seasoned vets age-wise, and we all have teenagers or young adults, what have you. Kende has lucked up and not had the opportunity.
Wait a second. I'll be back, bro. Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing lucky about it, buddy. Definitely.
I would like to know what is our old school now?
So I brought this up last week. I still don't know because I thought back in the day when my mom went to the 50-yard line, I was like, am I really going to be this dude in this suit and these snakeskin shoes stepping to mind-blowing decisions? Cause his head up, did it. Hey, I was like, is this going to be us? And I'm thinking like, Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Eazy-E, Too Short. And then I'm like, damn, I'm 40. And Wu-Tang, exactly. And everybody's like, man, y'all aging graceful, right? We're sneakerheads still.
I'm watching.
I'm
in the casket, bro.
Yeah. I'm the cool dad, meaning I go to my son's high school. I go to a football game. And they're like, there's Dylan's daddy. Because I'm dressed in the latest, you know what I'm saying?
Like them, they can relate. See the
Yeah, they can relate. It's like you're not that old dad that's like angry faced.
Hands
Yeah,
above your waist, Dad.
still,
No.
yeah, I'm still a dad, but I'm like, bro, I can wear a Nike jogging suit and some
You know, what's
Air
interesting about
Max.
Track
what's
shorts.
interesting
You wear
about that
track
for
shorts
me,
as well.
Yeah,
what's
track
interesting about
shorts right here to the
That's
mid
stupid, though.
thigh.
That shit's still funny to me, though.
Hey,
what's interesting about that for me is on twofold, right? One, I don't have kids, and two, I'm a teacher, right? And so, and three, I look much younger than what I am. And four, I also wear hoodies, baseball caps. You know, on the show, I do my adult persona. In real life, I wear hoodies and jeans like every day, right? With Air Force Ones and shit. I mean, not Air Force, Air Max. But
about to say.
But what's really interesting is like my parents were 32 and 33 when they had me, and they came from the 60s and 70s era, and so the value system that I was raised with was already 30 years prior to my birth. So then that value system I experienced through them and being alive over the 15, 16 years. When I look at what I do now, so much of it looks exactly like what they were doing when they were 30 something. And I know that they were basing that on what their parents were doing at 30 something, because the world evolved in a different span.
See, my mom had me at 17 in England.
That's what I'm saying. So it's very different. It's
but she's still like a stepper. Like I have never. Amon is, but this is my question. Amon, I think I got EC, like, well, my guy, are steppers. I'm not a stepper. I never had interest in it. Like, we'll have some of my mom's house, Amon and them, and they'll get into it. I'll be like, man, get this goofy shit. Like, I never was a stepper, bro.
I was at a birthday party this weekend where an 80-year-old man was stepping with his wife, and this man struggles with his motor skills. He was literally trying to make sure that he kept the rhythm on the step, even though he was taking small steps. Right. And it was so classic and so sweet. But my pops wasn't a stepper either. He wasn't a person that manned the grill, right? Those are things that I had to learn and I had to be a part of, right? What I'm saying is interesting about what our old school is versus the new old school is we all lived pre-internet. Like, we all got to see what the world looked like pre-cell phone, pre-internet, pre-anything. So we really
first
are the
part of it.
And early part video game.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I had an Atari.
Even the cinematics, even the cinema, even sports broadcasting, right? Even
cable.
Even the
y'all niggas remember on TV?
Nigga, we watched.
Y'all had TVs?
On TV, bro. Damn, that's when you was just rich. We lived on Waveland, that white building behind Wrigley Field. On TV,
bro.
We watched
the
shadow transition of the world that had existed 70 years prior to us turn into the year to the where we are now, the 2020, right? So our old school is shit like when you get a girl's phone number because you had to actually get her phone number.
Ain't it weird? Like,
none of that shit.
House phones are like oblivion.
Long ass phone cords.
When you got the phone that you could walk my mama used to call it the space phone. You could put the phone on, it was cordless, the wireless shit, you could walk around the house.
It wasn't even about that.
Nigga. No. But I'm saying you spent 2 hours on that call, right? And
with the cord all wrapped up everywhere.
That's just funny as hell.
Call waiting? Like,
nigga, get your own phone number.
Nigga, if somebody called you and you was on the phone, you know what they got?
Hey, do y'all remember y'all old phone numbers?
Yes, 773-776-7182.
708-681-3521.
That's my number.
935-0899.
Bro, I was upstairs in the kitchen. I heard
379-0423, brother.
See? They laugh at us, but that's like a normal old school. Think about this.
Dion just raised it. Dion was like, yo, when you start getting enough calls, your parents got you extra
you
line.
Downstairs.
Extra line, my nigga. I had mine though. Y'all ain't been to my mom's house. Mine been there. I had the basement. I had my own room. And I had my own door.
in my own door, in my own phone line.
Dang, in my home phone line.
Y'all was rich, bro. Y'all was rich as fuck.
My mom just built.
Man,
She
none of
took
that shit,
care of
bro.
me. You know what I'm saying? But think about our old school music. New Edition, Bobby Brown, Al B. Sure.
That wasn't mine. Mine was
That's mine.
H-Town, Silk,
That's fine.
Jodeci,
We got a
Donnell
mesh of all that.
Jones.
Yeah, we got a mesh. I get it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if we could talk about music, rap wasn't around when our parents were coming, right? So it's like that's never going to be a part of their culture. That's always going to be a part of our fabric.
That's true.
Yeah, like NWA when they came out, I used to have to sneak to listen to Eazy-E, Too Short, like
Biatch.
Yeah.
radio. Like Eazy-E used to say some crazy shit. Eazy-E rockin' non-stop on the radio. That was like the cleanest song he had.
So look
I
at
said, lay down and unbutton your bra was the biggest titty that a nigga ever saw. I said, damn. And the air got thin. I only thought in my mind was going up.
And
then that's where you stop at.
Oh, yeah. You know what, though?
I didn't get to take the pennies down if she had a dick.
No, go ahead, boss. You can kill it. Go ahead and kill it.
I think, what our old school is, man, it's nothing really tangible like that because I heard Kende mention it earlier. Everything goes in cycles, man. Everything goes in cycles, and whether we like it or not, what leaves never really leaves forever. It comes back in some way, shape, form, or fashion, man. So when I was thinking about it earlier, bro, I think, what's up?
No, go ahead. I'm doing mine until I get a chance.
I think our old school is more of a mentality, bro. It's more of a mentality to me. You know what I'm saying? Where back when you would stop and let older folks go in front of you or hold a door for a lady. You wouldn't help the old lady across the street, bro. I mean, your neighbors seemed like neighbors back then, bro. That's when
family.
That's when black communities seemed like neighborhoods, bro. You was comfortable fist fighting a motherfucker.
Bro,
you get shot the next
fist
day.
fighting, like, bro, I grew up on 56th and Morgan. That shit.
Fucking knuckles, dog. That's real shit.
These dudes are. I hate when they represent us because these young kids in Inglewood are not our Inglewood. We used to play in a dirt lot in the middle of Morgan.
See, you going where I'm
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
The older dudes that were in gangs took care of us. They made sure we was in the house.
You going where I'm going, bro.
That's not what we were. We're not them dudes. That's why we take care of these kids, man.
That's why it's our old school, dog. And gratitude for what you're doing with the kids as usual every week, bro, because you do it, man. You had to be in the house with the street life, bro.
Yep.
And if you was an athlete, and they knew you wasn't on bullshit.
Protect.
To go
That's why people don't understand Derrick Rose' life. They be like, why is he so quiet? Why he don't do interviews like that? Because they fucking sheltered him to make sure he didn't get fucked over by a hating ass Mark and damn Inglewood. That's what it is. Like in sports, our freaking old school is Jordan. I have another show with a dude that was not alive when we were winning rings, bro.
That's crazy.
That's old school. And I got to remember that. I'm having a show with this dude, regardless of him being white or whatever. He was not alive when Jordan and them beat Magic and the Lakers. So you got to think like that. It's easy for us, but that's our old school.
Which is even more. They don't even respect Jordan like that. And I get it because
he got enough cats respecting him though. He got enough.
I mean, that's
because it ain't shoes.
True, exactly.
But outside of that, bro. Outside. Hey, that gives Jordan twice the punch, bro, because we know what he did for the game.
Yeah.
Period. And
it's like us for Muhammad Ali.
That's true, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's like us for Muhammad Ali, because I respect him. I wasn't alive when he fought.
You look at it, too, man. You know, when I thought about it earlier, too, man, I started thinking about Now Laters, Sherry Clams, Alexander the Great, bro. Turning the ice on when it's hot, bro. All that. I started thinking about all that shit, bro. And it took me back to a place where I don't care if you're from out south or out west. It was two spots to go when you wanted to kick it on the weekend. You had the Circle on Madison.
Hello.
Going to get your shit off. And you had 79th and Stony Island, boy, that White Castle for years, bro.
Still there.
Joe.
Out there.
Leon's was across the street, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
It used to get so thick, Pauls, by White Castle, bro. The fire department started wetting the street up. So y'all couldn't kick it over there.
Actually, the White Castle's gone. It's a Taco Bell now.
You know what?
It's
we should
gone?
right now. We're supposed to look out right now for that shit.
It's been gone for a while, bro. It's been a Taco Bell for at least 10, 11 years now. But you're right. It was the South Side staple. It was,
man.
And the Leon's that it's across the street from, that
that's gone. I know that.
Question, bro.
Some Mexicans brought it, and it's only one on Archer.
No,
That
it's
I
not even
do.
a spot no more. It's just a sign, and there's a
I know.
Breonna Taylor.
You said domestic
Regal is
shop.
there still, just abandoned, right?
No, it's literally not a building. It's literally just
No,
a
I'm saying
wall.
across the street, the Regal is
Oh, the
still there,
Regal.
just
Yeah, the
abandoned.
Regal. Yeah, I heard Kanye
Hey.
about that, but whatever. You were saying about it.
Hey, Joe, look here. I got a real ass
Off
question,
Fat
man.
Burger too.
Real motherfucking question. We old enough. We've liked women for a long enough time. There are two things that women wore in history, our lifetime, that made you stop and look to see if she was wearing that shit right and how she looked in it. Let me ask y'all a question. What do you prefer? Leggings or biking shorts?
Leggings.
Joe.
I'm in the biking shorts era, bro.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Before the leggings were cool, leggings and heels didn't get cool to early 2000s. Biking shorts were like panties when women wore them outside.
Boy.
Here's the only reason I have to go with leggings, right? Because I'm from the biking short era too. I'm from that biking short era too, when they had that one little blue stripe or that red stripe. Like,
so you saw 357.
Huh?
Dancing. You saw 357 dancing in their biking shorts?
Straight at you. 357 perpetrators, you're through. MC Hammer, that was his group. I know.
The reason why I can rock with the leggings over is because it's more practical for a woman to wear leggings with heels than it is in biking shorts.
Fam, you're not looking at them shoes when she wore leggings on biking shorts.
You're not letting me finish. You're not letting me finish.
I'm very sorry, McKinney. Will you please forgive me?
Every woman knows, or any woman that knows me knows I'm a sucker for a walk and a smile. And so in that walk, that heel walk,
go ahead, brother.
That heel walk, that's a different kind of walk. Now,
By the way, I'm on Google Maps right now. White Castle is still there, but go ahead. I knew I was just there and saw that motherfucker.
Damn,
he's
1550 East 79th Street, by the way. They called me. Yeah, it's over there, but White Castle's still there. Bucko. You want to see it?
So you're saying it's a combination. It's a White Castle and a Taco Bell. I agree. I'm just saying there's also a Taco Bell, Dion. I don't want to.
That's an iPhone, bro.
Is that what he said, Amon?
No, that's not what he said.
Thank you.
I thought White Castle was closed.
Thank you, Amon. I was just there 2 months ago with the wife, and I saw it. I'm like,
go ahead. What would you say, Kid? Go ahead, bro.
I fucking hate White Castle. That's another reason why.
Yeah, don't ever eat that after 10 o'clock or you might die.
Break your bootyology down. Kende, break your bootyology down, bro.
I'm saying
Booty what?
And he was talking about assology.
I'm saying that, yes, biking shorts were the first clothing that introduced me to the beautiful curve or contour of that knee. Like that,
that shit is shiny, colorful one.
And it was always the same. It was always all black, and then you had a stripe of blue, a stripe of red, or pink, or something. You just had one little color on the side.
Who went to Northern again? Did anybody go to Northern?
Nah, not me. I went to
on Grand South. Oof. They would go to. Mon, do you remember like when the girl had to come downstairs? The girl after 10 o'clock.
Dion, wait, because I don't want you to go too far off of this subject because Abasi just led this. There's a party going on right now called Grits and Biscuits. Have you been?
Oh, they thick as hell there.
I've heard about it.
I'll go.
Grits and Biscuits.
Can I go?
Point about things coming back. What? Grits and Biscuits is a 1990s basically basement.
Where?
Everybody comes in biking shorts. And,
Where?
It's
Won't he do it? Do it, boy.
They have a contract with the House of Blues. They do it all over.
All right, I'll take my wife. Me and my wife will go.
What I'm telling you though is when you go in this part, I went in the first time I went in a suit jacket and in a collared shirt, and it was nothing but twerking going on. They turn up the whole House of Blues, and not just twerking like Cardi B twerking.
I wonder who.
They dancing like we was in the basement jacking. So to Abasi's point, these things come back. But yeah, if I had to choose, I'm going with leggings because they go with heels and heels go with.
Yeah, I'm still on the subject of my remembers. Like after 10 o'clock when you go to Northern and you go to a young lady's dorm, they have to come down and sign you in.
Volleyball shorts or bike
So what they do is come down in those in a robe, open.
Yes, Lord.
They don't have the robe closed with flip flops, and
everybody can see.
Everybody can see, and then your guys are on the couch right there watching. And you just show up, or the girl will come to your room.
Good God. Amen.
And it was just, 90s were a great time. And I wish that I could say, I don't know about you guys, but the 90s and college, that is the only time of my life that I would rewind and go back to.
Big fact.
Because it was amazing.
Big fact.
You know what, though? You brought up Hammer earlier, dog. And
Hammer was, you can hate all you want.
Ain't nobody hate Hammer did his thing.
I know you wasn't. I'm just saying, anybody that do.
Yeah.
Hammer.
I was thinking about 357, and then my memory was ruined because I picked his goofy ass typewriting dancing right inside my memory. And I stopped thinking about 357. I'm like, damn, Hammer, thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Hey,
Royal.
Hammer had hits, bro.
Fuck my shit up.
Hammer took an African pant called the Shokoto and made it an American thing. I'm gonna give him that. Other than that, Hammer was a pretty basic pop star that was easily managed and manipulated, and then lost all the shit that they.
Y'all remember the box?
Yeah.
Never call the number, but hoping that somebody orders your video.
Oh, that box.
Yeah, you be at the TV like 473.
I thought you were talking about that. I thought you were talking about another box though. My bad.
Your ass nasty, man. Have some class.
Hey, man.
I gotta count how many people I said have some class to. I'm sure you're winning.
Let me ask y'all this before we get up out of here. As men,
What is it? Can I see that title?
What's
Can I
that?
see the title of the wine?
Butter.
Yellowtail.
What kind is
I'll
that?
make Kende mad again. Yellowtail.
It's a Chardonnay out of California. It's called Butter.
Is Chardonnay sweet or no?
No, you know what? Normal Chardonnays are very dry. This one actually, because it's called Butter, it has like a creamy vibe to it, which cuts off some of that dry citrus shit that you hear in the back.
Dion.
Benny's.
Dion and Amon. Kende think he's slick. The bottle matches his outfit. You killing this shit today, bro.
Everywhere.
You killing shit today, bro.
Hey, don't he look like he should like manage all boys? Like he should be a manager of New Edition. Hey, man, y'all ready to get back at it, man? We got to meet at the studio. We got to get back to the studio with New Edition. I'm gonna call Bobby now. Hold on.
Hey, what the promoter saying? If it's in love, they said y'all ain't got it no more.
Yep. That's still, man.
Which is my point about the throwback, right? I was raised, and I think a mom might ride with me on this one. I was raised when cats knew how to throw on a nice brim and a nice collar shirt and a nice situation.
I never wore that shit.
Real clean and cool, and they held it down on that same capacity, right?
You wore that, man?
You on the hoodies and the
don't lie, please.
The throwbacks, I feel you, but I like that throwback classic vibe. You did.
In all honesty, given the school that my pops is from, I definitely have worn that shit. Now I may not have bought a lot for myself, but let's say a Christmas or a birthday came around.
Oh well, yeah.
I got shirts with my initials
embroidered.
Yeah, but we worked at ERS. We used to try to,
I just left the tailor yesterday. I got a whole new custom suit. I got 3 new custom shirts on the way. The hat came fresh. Shout out to agriculture, my nigga.
We're talking culture or
hey, they ain't sponsoring us. No shout outs to you.
Kende, I got something for you, Kende, bro. Dinner party. The title Dessert, bro. Terrence Martin, Robert Glasper, Knife Wonder, bro. The album, you heard it already?
Yes.
That's the shit, bro. I know you heard it already, but that's it, though.
Yes. Definitely came out about 2.5, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the coldest motherfucking albums out.
That shit cold. My bad, y'all.
Sorry, this is a super side note, but I do have to say this because one of the people that's a part of the collective that made that song is Jahi Sundance. He's a DJ out of the West Coast. His brother died yesterday, so I just want to say personally,
Rest in peace,
bro. There you go.
Kende, you've actually worked with Glasper on a few different occasions. Correct?
A number of occasions, man. It's like one of my favorite cats to really work with. I mean, Robert Glasper he's an absolute throwback to like just legit. He showed up like to make this really short. This was the most exciting show that I had produced and that I was going to be a part of. Like I was super excited, so I got to work really early. And this dude walked up when I walked up, meaning he was 3 hours early. Mm-hmm. And he walked in, and while we were setting the stage, I had my nieces on stage, setting the stage, and he was like, hi, how you guys doing? And my name's Robert. And I'm just like, we know who you are. This is your show. So he's one of the funniest cats, man, that you'll ever meet, bro. Super down to earth. But yeah, long story short, Robert Glasper is definitely somebody you should tune in with. If you want to know nothing about Robert, tune in.
Yeah, please.
Great music.
Great music. I want to just transition, man, and close us out. I want to talk about mental
Wait,
health.
Nice Wonder produced that album, Abasi. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
This Northern? This is Dion in a Larry Johnson jersey
No, I'm.
doing the
I just
Nene.
text you guys. I'm just telling you to do
This
something.
nigga doing the Nene
They
with
know.
3 other niggas. Man, he fuck.
I'm just telling you guys. Let's do something. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
I've tried
Fuck.
to get into mental health for the last 2-3 minutes or so. Let's start here. And here comes Dion with another photo on his phone. Clearly, he's bipolar. And
The Lakers won yesterday too. If y'all forgot or didn't know, or need to be reminded.
Let's go.
So, as men, as black men, why don't we talk about mental health, right? It is a huge problem. More
I
so,
love this topic.
more so
love this
between the ages of 12 to 25 years old in men. Typically, young ladies have depression issues and mental health issues sooner because they hit puberty sooner than boys do. As
We're
men,
talking about men, though, right?
yeah, I'm just
Right.
giving a few random stats.
20 seconds, bro. I'll be back. I hear you though.
As
Motherfucker been changed.
as men, like how do we, I don't know.
Why don't we talk about it? Is because women have this thing where a man is a man and he has to be a certain way. And for that man to have, mental health love for himself, then how dare he? A lot of, sometimes women could be ignorant and not think that, a man has that situation. Go ahead, you did your.
Let me say this too, right? I don't want to make this a woman thing and what they do.
Nothing to do. That's just my.
I know, but let me just give you some mental illnesses, right? Okay, you got anxiety disorder, you got ADHD, you got autism spectrum disorder, you got bipolar, borderline personality disorder, you have depression, you even have eating disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder as well. I'm asking, how do we as men address any of those issues if they've never been addressed when you're growing up, right? So now you're an adult and you've either harbored these issues, you've never told anyone.
Facts.
How do we get to that part of our community and say, hey, look, if you've seen something or grew up in a toxic family, I'm sure there's some things that you may have put you in a bad space mentally, right? And then we don't even look at it as mental health. We just say, oh man, that shit just happened. It's traumatic. It's over with. I buried it and I move on with life.
And you're right. It's not just about women. It's about the society itself. I feel like you talk about it. Talking about it and bringing it out is just like the next person in the LGBTQ community, as McKinday would say, coming out of the closet. It's the same thing with mental health, because a lot of people look at it like, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with you.
Right.
You're just, reaching out to your guys. Like, I could sit here and tell y'all, like, bro, I have anxiety when it comes to work. I hate walking into that place because I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't enjoy going to work. That's why in America, you have the opportunity to move to the next. And there's people in your life and there's people outside of your life that think, oh, you should just deal with it. Who the fuck are you? You're not paying anything that I have to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Just deal with it. It'll get better. No, I work my ass off. I should be happy to wake up and be happy to go to work. If I'm in an argument with a woman or my wife, I should feel comfortable to tell her, you know what? You're pissing me off. You're not making me feel like you love me. I'm not a man if I say that. You know what I'm saying? So when women or people in your family, people in your network, male and female, make a joke of it, I just feel like that's a very ignorant way to bring it up, because a lot of people in different nationalities, ethnicities have no problem doing it. What's the problem with us doing it? Because
I'm interested to hear Bossy, man. What do you think, man?
I mean, well, we never address it because it has a negative connotation to it, man. It definitely does. It does. It has a negative connotation to it, and it's seen as being vulnerable. And yeah, and from young boys to grown men, we're taught to be tough. You know, little kids fall. If a little girl falls, they pick her up, kiss her, princess, this. Sorry for the fucking kissing. My bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know.
But facts. A little boy fall, it's hey, don't go pick him up because he gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? You try to make him tough, and because it's seen as weakness, it's negative, and no one wants to be perceived as weak because who wants a weak husband? Leaders can't be weak, and society has trained us, conditioned us to think that men are meant to be leaders. Every man is not meant to be a leader, bro. Some men are meant to be followers, bro.
Definitely true.
You can be the weakest link or everything, man. But I'm gonna wrap it up with saying this. Early this year, only a few people know about this. I'm gonna share it over here, man. I didn't laugh at Paul George, but I was in a very, very dark place early this year, man, because I was mentally tired from years and years and years of feeling different ways and not talking to anybody and always muddling through it to get out of this place myself. You know, I was mentally exhausted, man. I pushed those that cared for me and loved me away, didn't talk to them.
Bossy, you think saying being in a dark place for others makes them or makes you look more like, I don't want to say tough, but more stronger, because you said in a dark place?
Nah, man. I was feeling, I didn't get diagnosed, so I can't tell you what it was.
Yeah.
That's how I can best describe it. That's why I said dark place. I was somewhere I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
How about that? Somewhere I did not want to fucking be because it took my joy. I wasn't really playing my video games like that. And truth be told, when you feeling that way, fam, you don't even want pussy like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you want to be left the fuck alone. You know, if you don't know, then you don't know, man. So I mean, but I promised myself that if I felt that way again, I would actually go talk to somebody, get that shit out, man, because you can't go on with that, man. It hampers you being what you need to be to other people in your fucking life, man. I know mine came from years of, you know, holding in secrets and living a little bit of lies and steady perpetrating little lies, man. So that shit ain't gonna happen no more. That shit was awful. It wasn't pleasant, and I don't want to do that shit again, man. But you know, we as black men, especially black men, need somehow and some way to get this trauma out of our system, so we can be the best we can be to those around us.
I'm gonna tell you something. And you could have said it better because everybody that loves us and that loves you, they deserve the best version of yourself, right? And if you aren't in a good space mentally, you can't be the best version of yourself to someone else.
Listen.
In a good space, that is correct. If you are, you talk to someone, don't talk to the person that's the closest to your house on your health care plan. Go to different places if you have to. Go see 3 people and, you know, pay the simple $40 and see if it's like, all right.
Worth it, yeah. Go ahead, Kende, bro. Take off after DI, bro.
No. I was simply saying that, like, you know, we're talking about how, you know, the first thing about mental health is to be able to identify the trauma that is causing you these, you know, whatever these effects are, right?
Right.
There has been nothing but trauma at the heart of the basis of the life of a black man since the beginning of America, right? So if you focus your humanity around the history of a black man in America, what tends to happen is you see a long history of things to be traumatically, you know, affected by.
Right.
If you take a step beyond that and simply say, what was a black man prior to America? You will at the very least find a set of tools and a set of conceptions and a set of ideas that associate to you as a human differently than America did. So a lot of the trauma that we're talking about in America, a lot of the reluctance to talk about mental health in America is because there's always been a very specific reason why we never got care for our traumas from the very first day that we arrived. And there's certainly not been much of a change to that. There's a lot more this.
Thanks.
There's a lot more conversation about it. A lot more people want to be a part of the conversation because it looks good. It feels good. You got brothers out here doing all kind of mental health shit, right? These are the same niggas that was pimping hoes and selling drugs. So, and they ain't really dealt with their trauma either. They just know this is an opportunity to do it, right? So yeah, it's gonna take a long time. I got you, Dion. It's gonna take a long time from this moment to really be able to expect Black men to feel a certain level of comfortability and freedom within dealing with what could be potentially a mental health issue, because it ain't never really been on the docket until right now.
But
way to break this shit down. That's good shit, Kenday.
My rebuttal to that would be, if I am 12 to, let's say, 18, and my family has normalized the behavior that I've seen or that I've grown up in.
That's the problem already.
How do I even recognize that I'm in a bad space mentally, right? Because this is
where I think we as adult grown men of our generation
have to reach back.
This is where we have to be better. No, we have to actually expect the fact that just because I don't see that could be the case, if I listen to you long enough, you're gonna show me exactly how. When I tell you that a lot of these young brothers and sisters that I'm teaching, man, they do not have a cornered space on this shit. Like, they legit are not stuck. They get it. They want it to be better. They are desperately hoping that we will help them make it better. They're not struggling with the idea that it's trauma. They're not struggling with the idea that it should not be happening. It was us that struggled with that because we were told or we were shown that there was no fix. This was never going to end. This is just what it is. You are a Black man. That is just what it is. Deal with it, right? That's not them. And I'm talking about the Latino community. I'm talking about even the white community. There are a lot of young people that do not see this the way we see it. And so what we have to do is listen to them. We have to make sure we are listening to them because they are going to teach us what the real shit is now, not our experience.
Do you think that the women in your lives understand what it is to be a Black man?
You whispered real hard on the back end. I only heard women in your lives.
Tashi and mine, you heard me, right?
Yeah, but McKinney needs to hear you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you'll have to repeat it. Sure. Do you think,
hey man,
your life, as well as the women in your family, understand everything that you as a Black man have to go through? Because
they have a grasp. They may not fully get it. They have a grasp though.
And I certainly don't have the same understanding, vice versa.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. There's no way. They may have the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
You know, I say all the time, bro. Go ahead, yeah.
No, I was just saying, damn the flip back to take away what I'm asking. I just want to know if they do, because yes, I'm in an interracial marriage. Mine is in, a marriage with Monique.
I was gonna say interracial, bro. I was gonna laugh, man. That's fucked up. Say, what are you, man? Your ancestry. Your ancestry, buddy.
I don't think that they understand like the magnitude that the fact that all four of us can walk out of our house
and not come back.
Facts.
And not come back, bro. Over something simple.
Shit, though.
This is why I tell my wife all the time. I say, look, man, I don't care if you're mad at me today, but when I leave out about this house, let me get this love, because this could be the last time I walk out this door.
That boy out here pimping. Hey, talk that shit, boy.
Why did that not go through their head?
Real shit, because
freaking stubborn and don't understand.
No, I don't think
some women get it, bro. Some women get it.
No, I'm actually venture to say, I'm gonna venture to say that most women get it, and I'm gonna venture to say that most women get it because for a long time, women have had to bear the brunt of the care treatment, right? Women have had to be this motherfucker.
Yeah,
so,
these are facts.
It's okay. I got you. You got this.
That's a nice pillow, by the way, too, bro. Nice pillow, dog.
I don't know a grown man in the world that when a woman is holding you close and rubbing your head and telling you it's gonna be okay, I don't know a man in the world that's not that's not comforted by that situation, right?
A damaged person is. That's what we talking about, bro. A damaged motherfucker is.
So,
They don't do shit for a damaged motherfucker.
so you have to know that for them, this almost seems like I've been the coach. Like I've been the person managing this shit for hundreds and hundreds of years. And we are now in our time, which is very different than all 100 of those years or whatever. But to the original question being, why don't we talk about it?
They take it for granted.
Yeah.
Like I always, this is the one, and I ain't trying to cut you off on this one, but I have to get this out. This is the one story I always wonder, right? When Kobe and his daughter left, you don't know what, like, did they?
What that last conversation was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was 8 in the morning, but it's like
that shit hurt my feelings, man. Damn.
That out there, like, do you realize that I can get pulled over and shot?
Yeah.
I can get in an accident. People, ever since that happened, and I've told my entire family this, and I'll tell y'all and the coroner and whoever, all of that ignorant ass, stupid fucking arguing is done.
Did it.
It's not productive.
Yeah, did it.
So, because I don't want my or Abbasi's fucking to come out, because that's not us, right? That shit is ignorant, bro.
Well, I'm gonna throw one point at you, though, D. I'm gonna point one point at you, Dion. One point at you, Dion. Women have been watching black men die in that way far longer than black men have been watching black women die in that way.
Absolutely.
Which is why I say,
I don't understand how they don't get that is so possible.
I disagree that they don't get it, though. That's my point.
I can say
my point is that I think
there's
that they
nothing wrong with
get
disagreeing with each other. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
I think that they get it, and they have to find a way to overcome it for you.
Not black people, women in general, bro.
Dion, can I ask you a question real quick, bro? Do you think women can grasp that concept and just not know how to respond?
That is possible. Well,
you see what I'm saying?
However,
I'm thinking more along those lines.
Think about this. When you want to talk about it, the answer or the response isn't like it's just like, oh, what do I say? It's like, what if? Or, oh, we have to talk about that. It's just not something that's taken seriously. That I
disagree.
I'm glad he said that. Let me get this off real quick. I'm glad you said that, bro, because when I was feeling different early this year, when I was feeling that different feeling I felt before in my life, when I was overseas, I never felt so alone in my fucking life. Never. And I was doing what I love for a living. You know what I'm saying? So now when I felt that way this year, it was one woman that called me. Like when I was feeling really low, every time I got to feeling really, really low, it was one woman that called me and I hadn't told her nothing. This is my fucking mama. She was like, hey baby, what's going on? It's gonna be okay. You good? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm happy. The hardest part about early this year was still operating with a smile on my fucking face.
Yeah.
That shit was stressful. It was an awful fucking feeling. And it leads me back to this saying I always say, man, you never know how many damaged or tired people are walking around and you bump into every fucking day. So be mindful, be careful, because like Dion is saying, we leave out the house, right? We leave out the house, the officer or the individual or the asshole we run into could be having a bad fucking day. He could be as low point mentally, and he takes it out on fucking you.
You're gone. And the last thing you said was, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you today. Or you're arguing about something so stupid and ignorant, or you don't even talk about it. And now, you know what? I'm gone, or you're gone. Now what do we tell our kids? Oh, the last thing I said to your mom was whatever, or nothing.
Let me ask y'all this, and we can get out of here on this. I think a major part of mental health is actually, getting these feelings out, whether it's to your mom, friend, a stranger, whomever, someone that has a listening ear, right? I just want to know, how vulnerable have you been when in that state where I've actually cried? Like I let that shit out, right? And that shit felt amazing because it felt like I had been bunkered down by so much, and it wouldn't stop, like waterworks, right? And it was like a release, right? I didn't even realize that maybe I was in a state of depression, right? I had to be, right? And then just doing a little research on it, it didn't kill me. It didn't put me in the hospital and put me in a straitjacket. But there were
things. It affects you, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But there were things that after that that breaking point for me, bro, man, if I need to shed a tear, I'm gonna get them shits off, and it feels better.
Doesn't make it different or anybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, you cry, you know, I cried on 7 Pounds. That movie made me cry. You know, Will Smith was in the tub dying.
Hey,
I think I might. I don't know if I fully cried.
You definitely did.
I don't know if I fully cried. I definitely felt the situation though.
Yep.
I felt the situation.
Miss or a lump.
Caught that early tear.
Shit,
Like,
man.
it doesn't.
Hey, y'all need some help, man.
It doesn't matter how many times I watch the Fresh Prince, the episode, man, when he told Uncle Phil why he don't love me, man.
What?
He hit me every time.
Hey, he just made up a topic right there.
For real, Joe.
What top 3 made you cry?
Yeah.
Remember how people used to say bitch up? It's not bitch up. It's straight up cry.
I ain't going front, dog. In a Transformers cartoon movie in theaters, when Optimus Prime died, I was done. I was done.
I had to let you finish.
Well, hey, I was done, bro. It was over with. My dad was like, "Who wrote this dude, man?"
Why they had to kill Ricky, bro? Hey, y'all, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all now before we go. Me and mine should be rich right now. If we would have did what we was doing back in the day, we was doing all this YouTube shit before these kids was even thinking about it.
Yep.
I'm glad y'all waited for us, then, dog. Let's get it together.
We start editing. We gonna do we did a Boys in the Hood skit, all of that. I had a curl. Mine did to Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, that's right. You was a police officer in one of Q's videos, right? You played a cop.
You sure was, right.
We redid the entire Hollywood Shuffle scene with Jerry Curl.
Yeah.
Hey, Dion, is that underrated, bro? That was the shit.
Hell yeah, it's underrated.
Hollywood
Oh
Shuffle.
my God, boy.
Keenen
Hollywood Shuffle
Ivory Wayans is a genius, and he don't get his credit.
Who?
Keenen Ivory Wayans, Robert Townsend.
Robert Townsend. Yeah. Robert Townsend. Robert Townsend. Huh?
The 5 Heartbeats?
No. But the thing is this.
That shit made me laugh, though.
Robert Townsend is actually super highly respected in the Hollywood circuit amongst the Tom Hanks, the Steven Spielberg. They actually fuck with Robert Townsend really heavy. It's us, the fans, that dismiss him.
Not us.
But
Meteor Man was not good, though. I ain't gonna front. Meteor Man was not good.
Just like Nick Cannon, right? Nick Cannon is an excellent example of that.
Nick Cannon, my nigga.
My point is just that people in Hollywood fuck with Nick Cannon heavy. Whether we like his shows or his movies, it doesn't actually matter because the people that give you the green light fuck with Nick Cannon. And that's how people used to fuck with Robert Townsend in that era.
Yeah, let's table that, man. We done stumbled onto some new shit.
Yeah.
We done stumbled onto some new shit.
Can't let anybody else get that work. Pause. Can't let anybody else get that work, man.
Hey, so again, let's give a huge shout out to all of our listenership, man. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Again, Jared.
What month is it, Amon? What month is it again?
This is breast cancer
awareness.
Okay. Cancer awareness month. Again, maybe myself or Kende, I'll reach out to Twan and see if he's available. And if I need to go further, then and Abasi, I know you said you had someone, so we can.
Make sure you say Twan Gabs, guys.
Yeah,
Twan Gabs.
Sure, we're
rap bully, man. He's a hell of a lyricist, man. Actually, go check out his project too. That shit was dope. So yeah, just keep listening, keep subscribing, stay in tune on the Corner Combo Facebook page. Let's like and subscribe and share on the YouTube page. And website is coming. Merch.
Yeah, I got the logo, guys.
What?
I'm gonna
Which way?
Let us see the logo, bro. Let us see it.
No, I got
the logo.
Don't sound like he like it. His face don't show that he wants to show that work.
You don't have to. I have to like it.
Yeah.
You mean?
Hey, can we at least see the logo, dog? Can we see the logo?
I'm not a fan, bro.
No, you don't show the logo.
Well, hey, send it to us in a group chat. In a group chat, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fuck.
Did y'all hear? Y'all gonna just let him say that? I am.
That makes sense. It makes sense. We should at least get to see it.
That's not new, though. I mean, that's what he does, bro. That's what he does. I'm used to this shit, bro.
Dion does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all see this mask, though.
I'm gonna have to have y'all tell y'all the Jordan story sooner or later.
Is that the Indiana Pacers and a Nautica logo, nigga? What is on this?
Hey man, knock that shit off, Kende. You are
Bro,
so
it looks like
disrespectful, bro.
it looks like Indiana Pacers at the top with two
like
Nautica logos underneath.
What?
You're doing too much, man. Did you make this shit today?
Hey, and I was just giving you love on your outfit, Joe. How you quartered the bottom and everything, and you come with the Draco and gun the motherfucker down, bro. Ricky! Gun the motherfucker clean down, bro.
All your octaves have to go that high though. Hey,
That's
look,
how it sounded to me, dog.
yeah, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
I don't think he understands what I'm asking for.
Yeah,
bro.
but I don't think you need. We're not showing this to the
It's not
world.
live. It's not for the public.
Why ain't you take us out? You know what? Play the music.
We're not done.
I sent it to y'all.
All right, man. Hey, once again,
It's time to go. It's definitely time to go.
Thank you for listening. Keep subscribing. Keep listening. Keep watching. We're growing. We're doing what we got to do. Profits are up. It's been recognized.
Do you understand? Dylan realized when you said the profits are up. That was a shirt I wore the other day.
Yeah.
It's the street profits. Street profits are up, and we want the corner convo is up.
Oh, hello.
Smoke.
4 mics, baby. That's 4 mics.
You hear that? People that.
Shout out to Tommy Skill Fingers at all times. You can catch us next week, every Thursday. We out.
Holla, fellas. It was a pleasure once again.
Always, brothers.
Yep.
Have fun.